Greetings, everyone. Sarah here, your favorite signing agent newbie. And today we're having our Let's Talk signings with MzShirley. And this is our Life Happens edition. So we're going to talk about and celebrate MzShirley's first signing after 2 years of signing up. And for those who don't know, MzShirley has been a day one. She has always been showing up at the webinars. She's always in person, and she keeps going for a notary business. And after 2 years, she finally got her first closing, and she has been closing ever since. So welcome, MzShirley. How are you?
Welcome. How are you today?
I'm doing great. In yourself. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Hold on for 1 second. All right, MzShirley, and I'm just so happy, and congratulations on your first closing. How does it feel to finally achieve this milestone? And can you walk us through how you landed the opportunity? And matter of fact, where were you when you first got the assignment?
Okay. Well, first I want to say thank you for developing this newbie network. It has helped me so much. Sarah, you have been a blessing in disguise.
Thank you.
From the beginning. So my first signing, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I was shopping in Sam's. Believe it or not. I was shopping in Sam's, my phone went off, it was a text message. It said, were you available on this day? It was a time to be announced signing. So I hit it. I didn't even care what zip code it was in. I didn't care what it was. I was just elated to be able to have a signing come through. So I'm still walking in Sam's, and then I get a notification. I got an email. And the email stated, you have been assigned this closing. You have an hour to get in touch with the signers. So as I'm in the store, I'm trying to do all of this and be professional at the same time because it's been 2 years. I have clicked on several notices and did not get it. But I was determined I was not going to give up. It's no way I was going to give up. And it happened. It happened so fast, and I believe I called Sarah. I said, "Okay, now what I'm supposed to do here? How do I explain this? How do?"
So
I
did
had
it
so
come
many
from
questions.
did it, not to cut you off, but did it come from a signing platform?
It did. It came from a signing platform. Most of mine do come from a signing platform. Now that I'm have more confidence and everything, I want to push out and reach out to more direct work because
Exactly.
I love it.
And that's what I tell people, try to get your feet wet first before just jumping in and trying to get direct work, because that relationship you forge, you don't want to mess it up because you're a newbie and you still don't know. You've been a member of the group, and attended a lot of our stuff, a lot of our events. How has being part of this community helped you on your journey as a signing agent?
How it's helped me is I'm very introverted. Believe it or not. This is out of my comfort zone right here. I want y'all to know this. But it helped me. The Newbie Network helped me because I didn't feel like any question was done. Yeah. Now, mind you, I'm in a lot of groups, but the North Carolina Sign Agent Newbie Network fits me because I do have questions because I don't have that experience, at the beginning. I do now, but I didn't at the beginning. So I felt comfortable going to the group and asking questions. And that was the atmosphere there. All groups are not like that. So, yes.
Yeah, we really try to encourage everyone because we know it's about business and we're not going to know everything up front. So why not? You've been at this for 2 years. Tell us, not tell us, could you share some of the personal trials and tribulations you face, not only being a newbie signing agent, but being a new business owner? Because normally when we venture out in new territories, we tend to, get attacked. We get a lot of things going on, family start happening, lifestyle happening. So what happened? Did anything happen to you to keep you from like pursuing your business or growing it as fast as you would like it?
Well, I have to start at the beginning. In 2014, unexpectedly, I had to have heart surgery, open heart surgery. And it wasn't just a simple open heart surgery, go in here, put a couple of stents in and come out. I went in, I had the complete open, what they call a cabbage, which is a triple bypass. With that being said, I had already stated that when I left from the job of 14 years, I did not want to work for anyone else. So that was my first and foremost thing. The first trial. Once I got through that, I say it probably was 4 years later, I got commissioned. And I was so excited because in my class that I took, I scored 100.
Okay.
I scored 100. And that's when I knew, okay, God, this is where you want me to be at. Because in my prior job, I was dealing with soil treatments. And that's basically doing the paperwork demanded by the state for the soil that has to be treated before a house is built.
Okay.
So that just fell in line with being a notary. I'm a woman of integrity, first and foremost, in principles. So that also matched up with doing it. So I continued on after those 2 years. I kept going to different events, but the Newbie network was the main one because that's where I felt most comfortable. Because we had a chance to look at docs. The first one I attended was in December. It was right before Christmas. And it was in 2021. And I went there. And from there, it just went on. I even attended another one, and I want to say it was in February.
Yeah.
Next
We had
year.
the love.
I think it was
The
in
love
February.
assignment. Yes.
And I came to that one, and I just liked the atmosphere and meeting new people that were notaries as well. And some people call me nerdy. My head is gonna explode because I take in information, but I'm that type of person. I like to deal with papers. I like to research on the computer. So that's just me. That's me. That's who I am.
Wow.
But I continued on because my children and first and foremost, my family, and I wanted to feel like I was needed, in a different manner. Your husband needs you, your kids need you, your family needs you, your extended family needs you. But I wanted to feel needed and feel like I was making a difference in the world, in my community.
Yeah, loan signing will do that for you. Well, how do you balance the demands of your signing business with your personal life and commitments?
Well, that is difficult.
Well,
That's an everyday process.
We still refining the process.
We still refining that process. But I know now that I have signings under my belt, I know I will balance it out well. I do not like to, I like to review my documents. So basically, an hour before, I cut everything off an hour before. Because when I leave out the door, I don't want to be rushed. I don't want to be agitated. I don't want to have any anxiety. So I make sure my documents are straight. Put them in the bag. Put them in my car. So I'm just getting myself together to greet whoever the signers are in person instead of just the phone. So that's definitely one of my practices. And if I get my paperwork in time enough, I'll do it the day before. I'll print them the day of, as soon as I get the assignment and I confirm what time. I do all of that. I print them out, and everything else, all the other prep work is done before. Because if you wait to the last minute, then the signers are going to feel your vibe off of you when you get to their home. And you want it to be a pleasant experience. You want it to be
Exactly. It's a lot going on. That's why I tell people you get tired because so much energy going into that. You exchanging. It's a lot at the table. How do you
Yeah.
stay up to date with the latest trends and developments in the signing industry?
With the signing industry, I do platforms out there such as Notary Dash. I go on YouTube a lot. I do read articles in reference to the mortgage industry, kind of to know. Like I got a little tip the other day that probably this summer we're probably gonna see a decrease in the interest rates. So in exchange in that's gonna have more work for us because it's gonna be a lot of bidding wars out there because I do know for myself, and I live in Union County, 2 miles out of Mecklenburg. And we have a lot of houses that are for sale, and then we have new construction. We have new construction look like every day. So, that time we're gonna have new construction loans, and some people are gonna refinance as soon as that interest rate drops. So be ready, always be ready. That's what I'll say.
How do you approach networking and building relationships with potential clients and other professionals in the industry?
Well, I have beginning to perfect that. Thank God to my church family. They put me in front of all of them. So that's how it started. So I'm able to reach out to more people because, like I said, I was very introverted. That's why I didn't start immediately after I took, the loan signing agent course. I didn't start immediately because I was scared. I wanted to know everything before I put myself out there, and you can't. Because you a newbie as long, I don't care if you're 20 years in the business.
You still a newbie. What you were telling me something about somebody, you showed me something new.
So it's a lot of things out there. And I do keep up, I do have the newsletter that comes in each and every month. Yeah, I'm saying it right. From the state of North Carolina, from the Secretary of State, Elaine Marshall. Okay. So I keep up from there. And a lot of things do not apply to North Carolina, but I still just check in every now and then and see what they say. Because with this kind of industry, in the mortgage industry, it's across the board. What happens here in North Carolina is happening in California. So I dibble and dabble everywhere, but I just specifically pay more attention to North Carolina.
Okay, awesome. That's why that's why I'm setting up more networking events as well, just to get people feet wet of networking. Because I know there's a lot of people would say they're introvert. They really don't like getting out there. So just providing the mixers will really get people together and doing the mock signing. So I'm glad you mentioned that. What advice would you give other signing agents who may be feeling like discouraged because they had a slow start in doing this and becoming a loan signing agent?
I would encourage them to keep going. I would encourage them to learn each type of loan that you can. Study them docs, because that's the only thing you're really doing. You don't have to go in detail. All you have to do is present, ask them to acknowledge they, received it, sign their name, date, 2 months for the day, 2 months for the wait a minute. I'm sorry. 2 months for the day, month, day, and 4 months for the year. That's what because a lot of people don't want to put 23 and all us know
2023 over here.
Yes, we need that 4-digit year. Definitely. Yes. Nothing that you sign should be 2 digits. Nothing. As far as the year. So that I did learn early. So I'm just passing that on to you.
Oh, true enough. Looking ahead, what are your goals for your signing business in this coming year, 2023? And how do you plan to achieve them?
My goals is to get my name out on the social media. Social media, if your name is not on social media, I'm sorry to say, you will not be found because that's all people do. They scroll Facebook, they scroll Instagram, LinkedIn is more on the business side, and you have businesses scrolling in there. So you want to prepare all of your social media and have it where you have the link that is going to your website. And not only is it been 2 years for the me getting a signing, it's also I didn't have a website. I just had the name, the number, and that's it. And believe it or not, you get more hits when you got a website because everybody wants to know what's your website.
MzShirley, how long it took you to do your website? Where you got your website done?
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna put you on the spot.
You help me. I got it from GoDaddy. We did it in less than an hour.
Say it one more time.
Less than an hour.
Thank you. One Zoom meeting, she had a website up and she did it herself. Yeah. I just told her where to go. And we dropped cut and paste.
Cut and paste.
That's what the network do. Because we really want to see you grow. And go check out MzShirley Signature Services. Is MzShirley, one word, MzShirley Signature Services. And check out her website. It's beautiful. Yes. And she did it herself. Her logo, all of that.
I love it.
Yes, we do too. Finally, not, because we don't want to keep the folks, but finally, what do you enjoy most about being a signing agent, and what keeps you motivated to continue doing this? Because a lot of people will be like, well, you just can't do this, but what keeps you motivated to being a loan signing agent?
I'm gonna be honest with you. What keeps me motivated? I do like money, but the thing of me signing my name, Shirley P. Bivens, and get paid for it. That's what keeps me motivated.
Okay.
I'll get paid for my signature just like the doctors. So
that part. And and are you an e-notary?
Yes, ma'am.
That's right. If you are considering being a loan signing agent and you are a notary, please go ahead and be an e-notary because those classes are filling up. What else would you like to give? Tell us a little bit more about the services that you provide at MzShirley Signature Services.
Okay. The services I provide is I do general notary work, and that means motor vehicle titles. I've done a lot of those. Power of attorney, I've done those as well. Schools, because when you want to transfer schools or somebody's going into a new school, that has to be notarized. So I do that as well. And I will be expanding further. I'm getting some more knowledge on doing the wills, the living wills. That's an area that's very big in the hospitals. I know Novant Health for sure hands you that information when you're admitted in the hospital.
Okay.
And
awesome.
Everything. So yeah, that's they need
really just getting more general notary working in your name out there in your community. And honestly, that's what it's about. It's a lot of notaries, but not everybody is you. And not everybody provide the services that you can provide. So you have to be motivated about your business. You have to believe in your business, no matter how long it takes. Just keep going. It's been 2 years. She finally got her first closing. And how many closes you done did? It's been steady ever since.
It's been steady ever since. I'm every week I'm getting a closing. I'm like, okay.
Exactly. And that's what I tell people. It's like, even for me, I've been doing this for like 3 years. And I can tell you right now, it wasn't until last week I knew that I really had a reputation, but I really don't market like that. I just really get my work from word of mouth. And now, I just did a commercial closing again today, and I get to charge full price. And I get to make another connection. And that's what I really like. And that's why I like Newbie Network. And I appreciate you, MzShirley, for always supporting and always being there. If I didn't show up, nobody showed up. Miss Shirley will show up. I got some others for sure, especially Mrs. Snowden, and others. But it's about the network, and that's what we're about. We really just want notaries who want to increase their income or find another string of income. We just want to network with you. We're gonna have a sip and paint next month, so we can lighten up because everybody's so calm down. We just gonna go ahead and network. We gonna paint a couple of notary stamps, I guess. I don't know. We coming up with that. So if you haven't joined the NC Sign Newbie Facebook group, please do. Please support Miss Shirley at Miss Shirley Signature Services. You can find her on TikTok. You can also find her on Facebook and on Instagram. So definitely for that. And anything else you want to share before we get ready to go, Miss Shirley?
Definitely do not give up. Do not give up. 2 years is probably nobody wouldn't have made it past the first. But I knew without a shadow of a doubt, I wasn't going for the 6 figures. I just did not want to clock in on nobody else's clock. And once you have that in you and you have you get a taste of time freedom, you don't want to go back. So, don't give up.
I got goosebumps because everybody keep 100 figures. Listen,
yeah,
be working all the time for all that. I just want to make enough so I can enjoy life.
It's not about the 6 figure, it's the time freedom.
Exactly.
My husband is still working outside the home. He has to ask off or tell them. If it's one situation we had to, unfortunately, had to go out of town to Georgia for a funeral, and he had to go in there. This is an emergency. I will not be here Friday. But I didn't have to say that. I just didn't schedule anything until Monday.
No.
And
that's it.
That's it. I mean, that's what you fight for.
The freedom. And that's what it's about. Everything is not a get rich quick scheme.
Mm-hmm.
You can make money doing this, but you do have to apply yourself. You will have to work. It's a business.
Mm-hmm.
Loan signing itself is a skill, but you can take that skill and start a business. And that's what we do. We also provide other services with our skills, and therefore we make income. So again, thank you so much, Shirley, for coming. It was a pleasure interviewing you. Because after the 2 years you told me you got it, I was just jumping for joy with you. So onward. We're gonna be definitely more signings. You got some already for next week lined up? I got one.
Yes, I do. Definitely so.
What kind of closes are you doing mostly?
Right now I'm doing a bunch of loan mods. And for the money, that's less than 30 minutes.
Exactly.
Just for your signature.
Busy.
Hey, you add that money up, that's gonna pay.
Exactly. Again, you just have to have a bottom line. And as long as you have the bottom line, don't get too much into the antics of everything. And just, try to be a loan signing. If you want to join our Facebook group. If you are outside of North Carolina, that's fine. You can still get the NC Sign Agent Newbie Essentials Guide, and that's for everybody. And it goes step by step. You can click and go wherever you need to go. You need to go to, it's going to be in there. You can get started right in there. That's what it's made for. So, all right, Miss Shirley, until next time, I would like to say happy signing.
Happy signing.
And I will be talking to you later.
All right.
All right.
Have a great evening.
You too.